Oh, hi.
Hey, what's going on?
I've been like sitting here for over a year, I think, and been listening on off for a while now. And um, I thought I would actually like to ask a couple of questions if that's okay with you.
Yeah, for sure.
So my first question would be, how long have you been flat earther?
I've been flat Earth since June of 2015.
Oh, so basically for a long time.
I've been a truther since 2011, but flat Earth since 2015.
Is this flat earth belief for you somehow tied to like religion or like Christianity or God or something?
Well, it turns out that all the religious texts describe a flat Earth creation, and once you do all the research, all the evidence points to flat Earth, and it just combines perfectly. So, like, to me, the flat Earth proves God and intelligent design because the globe is the exact opposite: evolution, random, no God. So it's pretty much the exact opposite of evolution in the globe.
Okay. And what exactly is your reason why you believe, for example, the Bible to be true?
It'd be like the Bible. It'd be just the stories and how it matches up to pretty much like my life and things that have happened, and just the simplicity of it, of just being good and not hurting people and not caring about money and all this fake stuff and just everything all combined, like some of the allegories. And then like I said, the Genesis 1 describes the flat earth creation, the firmament, the waters above, waters below, the independent lights, the sun and moon.
Okay. So I've been actually analyzing the Genesis thing, and there's nothing that's actually describing the shape of the flat Earth. But I think I must a little bit rephrase my question because I get it. You're like drawing some parallels with your life and your life experiences, and see that there's something that's aligning with what's in the Bible. But my question still was specifically, why do you think that Bible is true if you are referring to Bible for your beliefs?
For me, it started where I was like agnostic or atheist or didn't care. I started doing research into Israel, Palestine, and then it turned out to be like, it turned into like the secret societies and who was running the world. And find out that these secret societies, governments are doing rituals and sacrifices to somebody, and it turns out they're doing it to Satan. But they do sacrifices and rituals for Satan, but then they'll come around and tell you that there is no God and it's evolution and Big Bang. So they're contradicting themselves. So like they worship something, and then they're telling you the thing that's opposite of what they worship isn't true.
Okay. But what would you say to other Christians who, for example, disagree with you about the shape of the Earth?
I'd say they didn't do their research, or it goes deeper where they're lukewarm Christians, and it goes even deeper where like there's a lot of it's a spiritual war, and a lot of Christians have created demons for themselves through the sins they've committed. So like they're just blocked by like entities and spiritual whatever. Like it's a spiritual war. And like I said, like it's sort of like somebody going to like they'll tell you that level is curved, or they'll tell you like these things that are like completely contradictory.
Okay, can you describe God to me, like the main attributes of God in which you believe in?
I would just say like all encompassing. We can't even really put our, like, we can only try to imagine the abilities and like the whole scope of it.
Okay.
But he gave us free will, and he's sort of like he's controlling it, but still giving us free will.
Okay, but do you think your God has any limits to what it can do?
I would just say like the limits of this world. There's limits in this world, like reality, and it's like physics and it's physical reality. So there's those limits. He can't like make rocks float and like you can't like break the laws of physics. Like God will follow. Like it's so simple. Like
So what you're essentially saying is that God created everything, but God doesn't have the power to manipulate things. Is that your position?
no, God is in control of everything, but we still have free will.
No, yeah, I understand, but that's not actually my question. The question is that, do you think like God is omnipresent or omniscient or something like that?
Yeah, it's God's in full control, but we have an element of free will that we can still like decide what we do. But like, I know it sounds like double speak, but it's hard to explain like the free will and how powerful and how controlling God is.
Now coming back to the flat earth theory. I've been for a while trying to figure out what would be the motive for somebody to try to hide the shape of Earth and how this ties down to the God thing.
Well, it turns out that like 95% of the people who are in the lobby or who are globers are atheists. Or like there is a bunch of Christian Christian globers, but like the ones that show up in this lobby are 99% atheists. They teach you the globe. They steal you from your parents, throw you in school at 5 years old, teach you the globe, and then that's your beginning to your atheism, right there.
Yeah, but what about like 95% of people who are all living on Earth? What's the percentage of people you think actually think that Earth is flat or could be flat? I mean, I'm pretty sure majority of people don't even know about the flat Earth theory, so they really have no reason to even look it up or even appear on this Discord server, for example.
Yeah, it's really it'd be a small population, but it was growing, and then YouTube even admits they censor flat Earth videos. And if you go to YouTube and type in flat Earth, it's all going to be disinformation. So like they're trying to hide it, and then from birth, you're told that flat Earth is stupid. You're on a globe. Don't even question it. It's just gravity. How come water doesn't fall off? Just gravity. Just answer it for the test and move on. Like, so they just program you from birth with movies, with school, to believe in this globe. And then you start questioning, is God real? And then you're like, no, God can't be real because Earth and planets and space. Why would God do this? And evolutions.
Okay, can I ask honest questions still? Because to me it seems you're kind of trying to avoid answering the direct questions, or kind of you go in pivoting a little bit. My question still stands. For what reason would somebody try to hide the true shape of the Earth? I mean, the motive.
Oh, money, control, power to hide God. Like, countries are just slave plantations. So as slave owners, you're going to take your slaves, put them in school, teach them lies, and keep them slaves. Tax them, give them vaccines, give them fluoride in the water, poison them, go to war, claim you're trying to save people with the COVID lockdowns, but how many people did they kill in the war? So.
Okay. You seem to be going on a tangent there. Let's just summarize this.
I said we're slaves, and the government is a slave master, so they teach you lies in school to keep you a slave. And atheists turn out to be statists and obey the government when God followers deny COVID, deny the lies, deny the hoaxes. So they want atheists who just believe government instead of people who believe in God and don't trust them.
So, to summarize, your main argument is that hiding the shape of the Earth is all about control, mostly.
Control, money, and to hide God.
Okay, but how exactly is control and money and everything you just described, how exactly is this contingent on the shape of the Earth?
Because if you lie about where the person lives, then would you agree that information is power?
Yes, but that still doesn't explain.
So, yeah, if we're on an island and I know where the water is and you don't, and I charge you money for the water, I have power over you. So I can lie to you and just like, so that's what they want. They just lie to you to keep control over you.
Yeah, but you still are not answering my question. How exactly is control or power over people contingent on the shape of the Earth? Because if you believe God, believe the Earth to be flat or not flat, I mean, what difference does it make?
Like, say they came out tomorrow and said Earth is flat, then nobody would trust the government. They'd say, "Why am I paying taxes? What about this? What about vaccines? What about the lockdown? What you like Earth is flat? You were wrong and you lied to me and you taught me lies in school." So like,
Okay, so even if somebody found out that, government has been lying, what would that change? I'm vouching for anarchy.
well, it goes down to like what happens after death and Judgment Day.
Um,
Everything we do in this life, we are going to be judged for on Judgment Day.
please don't try to preach me, because that's not the objective of this conversation. And you're free to believe whatever you believe. I have no issue with that. I respect you for that.
Now, I know this is what most people don't tell you, or this is the heart of the matter. It's all about how you live your life, what you do during your life. Do you lie to people, steal from people? Because on Judgment Day, you will be judged for all your deeds and actions. But the government will tell you that you're an atheist speck of a rock. There's no judgment. There's no Judgment Day, so you don't have to worry about what you do.
So how exactly the shape of the Earth still fits into this picture? Because like, if Earth was actually flat, what would change in society?
Nobody would trust the government.
Yeah, but what would change? How would society start functioning differently if Earth were flat?
Do most people think that, like, say half the world is atheists, right? Somewhere around there, 50%, 60%.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm not gonna lie, because I
If
haven't
you
looked
knew,
it up. Yeah.
would an atheist live their life differently? Would a person live their life differently if they knew there was a God and they were going to be judged or get rewarded or punished at Judgment Day?
Yeah, but we're not actually discussing atheism or Christianity or beliefs right now, because
that's why they teach you the globe, to teach you evolution, to teach you the Big Bang, to make you an atheist, materialist, statist, to trust the government.
But
the government's always right.
But you're still not answering me. How would society start functioning differently if Earth were flat?
Because people wouldn't go to war. People wouldn't lie to people. People wouldn't steal.
How is this contingent on the Earth's shape? How?
Because if the Earth is flat, it proves that God created it. And
I understand, but what can a simple person do about it? Because they are going to be still subjected to all the same controls that are placed for society right now, and governments and taxes and everything. What would change?
Well, yeah, right now it'll never change. So like, we're stuck in a world where the evil is in control and we're not going to stop it ever.
So that's the thing. You're just admitting that nothing would basically change. So my question is, what would be the motive to hide the shape of the Earth? That's my question.
No, it changes for the individual. Once you follow a life of truth, you make truth decisions and decisions based on your Judgment Day, whether you're going to get rewarded or punished for eternity.
Yeah, but
so like, we spread truth to help individuals make better decisions in their life, so that on Judgment Day they'll have a better chance of getting a reward.
Okay.
We're not gonna turn the world. The world's not gonna be flat. Even if they told everybody the Earth was flat tomorrow, the world would still be screwed, because
of course
the slave they have full control. They've been in control for like 500 years. They mastered the art of human slavery.
So exactly. That's my main point. Nothing would actually change. So what would be the point of even trying to lie or tell the truth about the shape of the Earth? I mean, if nothing would actually change and nothing is contingent on the shape of the Earth, then why go through all this?
No, if 300 years ago, if they would have told everybody it was flat and God created it and there's Judgment Day, we wouldn't be in this situation. But since it got to the 500 years, 300 years of human slavery, we got to this point where even if you tell people water's flat, this is flat, you can't have this, they'll deny every information, because they just love their atheism, they love their materialism, they love their Satanism. It's all about them, their God. They can't be held accountable on Judgment Day.
Do you think God still exists right now?
Oh, for sure. 100%.
Okay, so can you please simply explain to me, how can a certain elite or governments or certain people, how can they actually in some way deny or hide God from the rest of us, given that God is actually all-powerful? How does this work?
Well, they've been trying for all these hundreds of years, but God always finds a way, because you're born pure. So like, the world they try to corrupt you, the government tries to corrupt you, teach you all these atheist lies, but some people go back to their purity and try to seek truth and their purpose in life.
Okay, so you're not going to answer my question then. How can a simple elite deny or hide God from the rest of us? If God were actually there...
Have you heard of the Prussian school system? Prussian education system? They steal you away at 5 years old, teach you to be a statist, and never question authority.
Yeah, I think you're misunderstanding my question. Let's for example say I'm a god. Hypothetically, I'm a god. So, and I find out that some of my creations are trying to deny me or knowledge of me from the rest of them. How would I react? Would I intervene?
No, that's the free will, and also Job 9:24 says the world is given to the wicked. So, Earth is just a test. It's an 80-year test to see whether you deserve an eternity of reward or punishment.
Okay, I get it. You're just not gonna engage with the actual argument then. Okay, I think we are done because you're just preaching to me. So yeah, thanks. It was nice.
Yeah, all right. Go. Somebody else might be able to help you better.
Okay,
but like
okay.
I said,
no worries. Thanks.
Good luck with somebody else.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yeah.